Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tech Webinar. Today, Grandstream J's Max Collaboration Solutions. So today's topic is Grandstream's web conferencing and collaboration solutions and our GVC series, plus IP video talk integration. And lastly, sneak view of our new coming GVC series. So my name is Kenny Mo, and I'm sales manager for APEC region. And today's webinar will be conducted by Mr. Hugh Han, our Director of Support North America and APEC region. Hugh, can you start?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Nice to be here. I see some very familiar names, friends that I miss for quite some time. Typically, around this time of the year is when we'll be doing an event in Malaysia. But given the current circumstances, that will be postponed, delayed until a later time. But we'll definitely get back there, and I look forward to seeing everyone again. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining today. We have a lot of new updates on our video conferencing solutions. With the whole situation that has arose with the pandemic and the need for work from home solutions. And so we've made quite a few updates. And what we want to go into today are those updates and some exciting new products along those lines for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them via the chat window or the Q&A at any time. I'll try to address every single one of those issues. I just want to give a shout out to Vanita and May for helping us to organize this webinar. Thank you, JCMax. You guys have been a tremendous partner and continue to be a tremendous partner. So we thank you very, very much. All right, so to prove to you guys that this is not a recording, I did put the date on today's presentation, June 4th, just in case. Anyhow, just to review, most of you already know that we have a full lineup of video conferencing solutions, but I do want to just really quickly go over them really quickly and also introduce you some new devices that we have coming out very, very soon. Okay, so this is a good glimpse of all of our products in this portfolio. Lastly, we'll cover IP video talk and all of the changes that have been made based on the current situation. Firstly is the GVC 3200. Everyone is familiar with this device. This is our first video conferencing unit that we've came out with. So I won't cover too much into the specs, but it is still relevant for today, especially with all of the remote work situations. Video conferencing has been really, really prevalent as of late. And with the GVC 3200 and the GVC 3202, which you'll see next, these are still great for those situations where you have a larger size room that you would need to pan, tilt, and zoom, because these have all of those, the PTZ camera built right in, along with the MCU built right into the unit. These can be used as standalone products, either by itself or with your current communication system, such as the UCM or any other SIP-based platform, and can be used together with IP video talk, which we'll cover a little bit later today. So we'll just breeze right through the older products because I do want to get into some of the newer products. Just real quickly, the GVC 3202 is the little brother of the GVC 3200. The only difference is a slightly less capable built-in MCU and a smaller camera lens. The GVC 3200 has up to 12 times optical zoom, whereas the GVC 3202 only has 9 times optical zoom. The other major difference is that the GVC 3202 does not have Wi-Fi. The GVC 3200 does, and they both have Bluetooth built right in. So that's a very quick comparison of the two. The GVC 3210 is our most popular unit because it's a smaller and more compact unit that can sit nicely on top of your LCD monitors or TVs. It does run a later Android operating system and has a more powerful processor that can run the Android apps with better performance. And the more powerful processor allows the device to support up to 4K resolution. It does not have the built-in PTZ, but we do have a 16 megapixel sensor in the camera that allows you to have super high resolution so that you can utilize ePTZ, electronic pan, tilt, and zoom. So you can simulate the actual PTZ in real life. One of the best features of this particular unit is that it has a built-in 4 microphone array with beamforming technology, as well as our patent pending noise shield technology. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with noise shield, it's Grandstream's implementation of background noise cancellation. So for example, when you're in a meeting and someone is flipping through papers or typing on a keyboard, the noise shield technology will cancel out those noises so that when you are in your conference call, you can ensure that the voice quality is as the best as it can get. The GVC 3210 also includes built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth as well. Now I kind of mix and match the new products along with the old products to keep a very good flow instead of having the traditional product roadmap at the end, because I do want to focus the end on IP Video Talk. Speaking of which, the GVC 3212 is our newest video conferencing endpoint that's solely made just for IP Video Talk. Now, this is a very compact unit that sits on top of either your TV or your computer monitor, and it has built-in support right off the bat for IP Video Talk and IPv10. Amazingly, this is going to be a very, very affordable endpoint. I believe, now I'm not in sales, but I believe this is going to retail for less than $100 US. And with it comes full support for IP Video Talk. You get a free trial account for IP Video Talk right off the bat. So all you have to do is plug in the power to the unit and make sure that it has an internet connection, either via Wi-Fi or through an Ethernet cable, and you can start making calls right away. It supports up to 1080p video, and the lens has a 60-degree field of view angle. That ensures that it captures all of the video within a close range. Now, this particular unit does include our new, or not our new, but the new microphone technology called the cardioid microphones, and it supports up to 48 kilohertz, meaning that it's HD or even above HD audio quality. So it's great for work from home situations like we are in now. You put this right on top of your computer, or it can act as an independent device. So you can just put that on top of your TV. Now I know most people, yeah, I guess most people would be the correct term. Most people have TVs at home, I assume. I think I'm the only weird person in this world that does not have a TV at home. Most people would have a TV where they can put this on top of the TV and turn that into a conferencing system very easily. Just plug and play, one HDMI cable, one power cable, and you're set to go. Being that this is a newer device and more making it more suitable for the work from home scenario, it also supports wireless miracast and AirPlay. So regardless of whether you're using Android or Apple, you'll be able to wirelessly share your screen without having to plug in an HDMI cable. This helps out a lot, especially in a home situation where you don't necessarily have the right setup and long cables in order to get everything working. All right. Let me just go back one slide. So the GVC 3212, this is scheduled to be available probably in early July, first week of July. So be excited for this. It's very affordable. It's a great solution for your customers. Now, of course, not only are we having a basic model, but we have a more high-end advanced model coming out. And this is the GVC 3220. This includes all of the latest bells and whistles that is being used in the conferencing world at the moment, right? So it's a very high quality, powerful processor that supports up to 4K, and it has the MCU built in order to mix all of those video calls together. The built-in MCU is capable of having up to a 5-way 1080p video conference or a 9-way 720p video conference. And of course, if you want more parties, you can bundle it together with IP Video Talk as well as IPVT10. We've added some high-tech features to the GVC 3220, including smart artificial intelligence integration. What I mean by that is we've included smart features right out of the box, features such as speaker tracking. For example, when you're in a conference room, the GVC 3220 will be able to detect who's speaking and automatically adjust its camera focus on that person. It'll also be able to, and you guys seen this in many implementations, it'll be able to change the background to hide the background, and you can mask it with, a lot of people have tropical islands in the background, for example. So all of those cool smart AI features are going to be included with the GVC 3220. So very exciting. Again, we're going to include all of the wireless screen sharing protocols, Miracast, AirPlay, as well as Chromecast. And it's not mentioned here, we'll also have a new media hub available that goes very well with this device. This media hub will allow you to run just a single cable from, say, for example, in a large conference room, from where the GVC is installed down to the large conference table. And within this media hub, you'll be able to attach all of the other attachments such as microphones and speakers, as well as laptops for screen sharing. That way you're not running multiple cables down to the conference table. The previous GVC 3200 series comes bundled with our GAC 2500 conference phone, which you guys know as the large flying UFO, right? The large saucer. With the GVC 3220, it will be bundled with our GMD 1208, which is our new wireless microphone. It allows you to wirelessly connect up to 4 wireless microphones to the GVC 3210. And those are completely wireless with built-in battery with wireless charging as well. So very excited. It comes together with the GVC 3210. Any questions so far? I don't see any questions asked. Hopefully I'm clear enough. So that was a very, very brief overview of our video conferencing endpoints. Now we get more onto the server side, just to give you an idea of what solutions are available. Everyone is aware of IP Video Talk, which is our cloud-based collaboration services, which will cover all of the updates in a later slide. But a lot of people are not aware that we also have an on-premise version of IP Video Talk. Basically, we allow you to take all of those amazing features of the IP Video Talk Cloud Services system and have that on an on-premise appliance, and we call that IPVT10. And of course, that's important for a lot of types of businesses, those type of businesses that do not have the necessary security protocols that allow them to use cloud-based services or have strict guidelines regarding storage, etc. IPVT10 is perfect for that because it's an on-premise server that has all of the features of IP Video Talk with some additional capabilities. For one, each server can support up to 120 video feeds per meeting with a total of 300 participants. Now that can be in a single meeting or split across 10 simultaneous conference calls and can register up to 10,000 accounts. It can also, and this is something that IPVT10 can do that IP Video Talk cannot do, is it can also be used with third-party SIP video conferencing systems, as well as third-party H.323 conferencing systems. That's important to know because, as you guys are aware, and for those that are experienced in the video conferencing world, traditional video conferencing systems have been very, very expensive. So it's very hard for you to approach a customer and say, hey, listen, this is new technology. Why don't you get rid of all of your old equipment and buy new equipment? Obviously, that's going to be a hard sell. And everyone in the video conferencing world, or people who own video conferencing equipment, typically own it for an average of 10 years. With IPVT10, you give them the capability to slowly upgrade to newer technology. Therefore, they have the ability to reuse their current existing hardware, but give it new capabilities that SIP has, SIP and chat and file sharing and desktop sharing. All of those advanced new features that weren't available in older technology, you can give them that technology through bundling it with IPVT10. Right. So it's a very it's a 2U server, so it's hefty. It has a huge discrete NVIDIA Vega graphics card in there, so very capable. It has built-in storage up to 1 gigs of hard disk, and you can also use external storage as well via NFS. So if you want to record all of your meetings and all of your chats, that can be done within the internal system. That ensures that you have full control over not just the data in transit, but also the data in storage. And this can be important based on the customer requirements. So very exciting. And now my presentation is not moving. Oh, there it is. Great. And so now on to IP Video Talk. As you guys have probably heard in the news with the pandemic going on, the reliance on video conferencing solutions throughout the world has become very, very important. And you see in the news with the likes of Zoom and Hangouts and Google Meet, All of these video conferencing solutions, the demand has skyrocketed, and so has it for IP video talk. I think we've seen triple-digit demand growth. If I'm not mistaken, it could be close to 1,000% increase in demand. And with the need, not just for professionals to have video conferencing calls, but the need for educational institutions like schools as well, with students being schooled at home. What Grandstream has done to really help out and contribute to the alleviation of stress that everyone has with the pandemic, we've really upgraded our plans and have been very generous in our free offerings so that people can get through this pandemic together. And so we'll cover some of those changes today. The biggest change of all is we have a full package of web-only plans, meaning that these are plans that you do not need to own a GVC in order to use. If you are familiar with IP Video Talk before, every single plan required a GVC to use, other than our free plan at the time, but the capabilities were very limited. Before, you could only have a 60-minute max meeting and up to only 3 participants. And so that's not going to work in today's world. So what we've done is we've really revamped those specifications to make it work for today. So we'll go over these plans really quick. The basic plan, which is a completely free plan. If you have not used IP Video Talk before, I urge you to go up to our website and sign up for a plan now. It's completely free. The basic free plan gives you up to 50 participants in the meeting with up to 49 video feeds. You'll get HD video, HD audio, you get the full collaboration suite of features such as screen sharing, chat, and recording. And right now, the basic free plan, we limit it to 70 minutes per meeting. And for me, in my opinion, if a meeting goes over 70 minutes, it should become an email and not a meeting, but that's just my opinion. The best part is that being it's a web-only plan, participants can join the meeting from any device that they have, whether it's from a PC or laptop, Windows or Mac, Android or iOS device, GVC devices, and you can call in using your mobile phone or your analog phone as well. We also have the mobile apps that you can download from the Android or Google Play Store. So those apps work great with this service. With the free plan, we give up to 2 hours of cloud recording storage, which equates to about 512 megs. That's 2 hours of 720p recording. This is completely free. You can sign up and start using it today. Whatever you're seeing today with the webinars and the meetings, the platform that we're using IP Video Talk. Now, for increased capacity and quality, you can then move up to the Pro plan. The Pro plan is $10 a month, billed annually, and it allows you to have up to 100 participants per meeting. The quality then moves up to 1080p instead of 720p, and the meetings are limited to 6 hours per meeting, but you can have unlimited meetings. On the basic plan, right now we're allowing you to have unlimited webinars for free, but that'll change in September. Whereas the Pro plan, as part of the offering, you will have the ability to conduct unlimited webinars. And Starting with the Pro plan, you also have the capability of connecting your SIP trunk, or, for example, you can connect your UCM and have that act as a SIP trunk so that people can call in. We've also increased the recording capacity to 8 hours, or roughly 2 gigabytes of storage, cloud storage. Just quickly, Bailey asked a question. Hey, Bailey, how you doing? Bailey asked, how does IP video talk account relate to GVC? Is it one account to one device? That's absolutely correct. Every GVC will have a unique IP video talk account built right in, and it, from a technical standpoint, it's attached to the MAC address of the device. Now you can link multiple GVCs to a single IP video talk account. So for example, for Grandstream, we have just one master account, and we have everyone's GVC paired to it, so that with a single login, you have access to all of those GVCs. Right. All right, now if you needed more capability, more capacity than the Pro plan, you can then move up to the business plan. The business plan is listed as $14.99 per month, but it increases the capacity up to 150 participants per meeting. You get all of the great features as the Pro plan, but we've increased the cloud recording storage up to 20 hours or 5 gigabytes. If you needed more than this, we've just released some additional add-on packages where you can add recordings or more participants to your plan. And you can add up to 500 participants per plan total, and up to 20 gigabytes of cloud recording storage for those that need it. So you can pick and choose the plans that fits you best. But if you don't have a plan now, I urge you to go ahead and play with the free basic plan. Now, what I wanted to do is give you a brief overview of how easy it is to pair a GVC to your IP video talk account. Now, I think mostly everyone in this webinar has gone through or have used IP video talk at one point or another. So it'll be a review for some of you, but I do want to show you some new tools that we've added as well. So let me share a new window. And I will visit the IP Video Talk website. Let me make my screen, because I'm using an ultra-wide monitor, I'm sure the resolution looks horrible. Probably looks better now. Right. So on the IP Video Talk website, for additional information regarding the plans, visit ipvideotalk.com and click on the plans link there, and it gives you a full comparison in terms of the differences of the features and capabilities of each plan. All right, so I'll go ahead and sign into my account. And from there, you see that you have your full schedule for either meetings or webinars coming up. But if you go under devices, this is where you can pair a GVC together with your IP Video Talk account. And we've made it very, very easy. Through this portal, if you click on the Link Device tab, you have two options. One is to link via a code or to link via a MAC address. Now, the difference is that when you link via a code, you do not need to confirm on the device. Whereas when you link via a MAC address, there will be a message that pops up that asks you whether or not you want to link that GVC to your account. Now, when you link via a code, this is a unique code for every GVC. And how you get that code is you open up the IP Video Talk app on the GVC itself and go under settings. From there, there'll be a 6-digit or 6-character code that you can enter here. Once you enter that code, you can give it a name and hit link, and that device is ready to use. As you see here, I have 3 devices on my account. I didn't buy them, I got them for free. But I do see one of them needs a firmware upgrade. But from here, you can see the status of your device. You can also click to operate the device, to reboot it, to factory reset it, or to even view the web portal for that device. So it's very, very simple. What I also wanted to do was show you some of the new features, but I'm not quite sure how it'll look if I share my shared desktop. I don't know if it'll have that mirror on mirror effect where you see a million different mirrors, but I'll give it a shot anyways. Or actually, what I'll do is I'll just show you how it works, because I think everyone will be able to see it. For example, some of the new features that we have include whiteboarding, where you'll be able to share a whiteboard, and through that whiteboard, either you load up a picture or you can draw a picture. We can share ideas and draw together, make markups of an Excel spreadsheet, for example. So these are very, very cool features. We also have a document markup feature where you can upload. Right now, it's just PDFs, where you can upload PDFs and mark up the PDFs jointly as a collective group. And also, if you look in the chat window, you would be able to share files now through the chat window. Those are some of the cool new features that we've added just recently. Whoops, sorry, somebody was drawing something. I apologize if I stopped you there. Cool. All right, so those are some very cool, new, exciting features of IP Video Talk. I think a lot of you currently have GVCs and therefore IP Video Talk accounts prior to this. And what has happened already is all of those plans have been automatically upgraded to these new plans. I think you guys have seen that. Like, for example, you guys remember the small business plan? That has been everything on the small business plan has been automatically swapped over to the basic plan. The Pro plan has been swapped over to the Pro plan, and the Enterprise plan has been swapped over to the Business plan. So that has been done automatically if your account was still active. Now, if your account is already expired and you do want to renew or even upgrade, here's how you can do it. When you log into your IP Video Talk account, click on Plans. And there's 2 ways. One is you can buy a new plan directly through the site, but then you'll have to use PayPal in order to pay for it, and you're paying full price. Now, what I recommend is you use the redeem code function. And this is a code that you can purchase through JCMax, and typically you would be able to, well, I don't want to speak for JCMax, but I remember being in Malaysia quite often, and there's always bargaining involved. So you can work with JCMax on a better price here. And you can, once you work with JCMX and finish that transaction, they will give you a redeem code where you can just enter that code, and your plan is renewed, reactivated, or activated if it's a new plan. I highly suggest you go through that method. Cool. Any questions so far? Pretty clear, right? All right. Well, I think for those of you who are interested and those of you who are aware of the Grandstream Academy, we are working on a new Academy series, a new certification series for just video conferencing devices. Well, not just video conferencing, I would just say conferencing because it also includes our new audio conferencing devices coming out soon. So stay tuned for that. We should have that ready very, very shortly, and we'll have that posted on the Academy website with the new classes being scheduled. Those of you in attendance today that are not part of the Partner Connect program, I highly recommend that you sign up for that program at partnerconnect.grandstream.com. This is a portal for partners such as yourself to access additional resources for sales, marketing, and support. I think the most important thing about Partner Connect is that when you do have issues with your products and you submit it through the Partner Connect portal, your issues will get higher priority than the general public. So typically you'll get a faster response time from our technical teams through the Partner Connect portal. We also have a tremendous amount, a huge repository of marketing and sales material that you can rebrand under your own company name. You can customize it based on your needs. And we also have presentations, product presentations as well. And you also get signed up for the partner newsletter, which you will get advanced notifications, whether it be firmware releases or new product releases, way ahead of the general public. So if you haven't signed up already, feel free to visit partnerconnect.grandstream.com, sign up for that, and list JCMX as your distributor. And once approved, you'll be ready to go. So Bailey asked a very important question. What happens if you have multiple GVCs? Now, the IP video talk plans that I've shown you, this is on a per host basis, right? So for example, if you purchased a Pro plan for $10 a month, that gives you, well, let me correct myself. You purchased a Pro plan for $10 a month along with the GVC standard add-on. That'll give you the ability to host meetings two ways and simultaneously. One, via the web only, and two, via a designated GVC. Now, when you host it with the GVC, you do not need to pay additional charges for other GVCs to join that meeting, meaning that you can have up to 149 other GVCs join that meeting and still just pay that one monthly fee. Now, if you wanted to host the meetings on another GVC, that's where you would have to purchase an additional plan. I hope that makes sense. The GVC host, it is transferable. you would just need to let JCMX know or let us know, and we can transfer it, manually. It's not something that you can do via the portal. You would just have to contact us, and we can transfer those accounts over for you. Perfect. Any other questions, guys? Yeah, I know we have Fazli on the call as well. He's a great resource for this. So any technical related questions, he can definitely help you with that as well, and also the rest of the JCMX team. And even the former JCMX team, Mr. Yu is here, so he can help you as well. Cool. I think I've gone past my allotted time for the first time ever. Typically, I finish early, but I do apologize for holding you guys for longer than anticipated. But I do thank everyone for being here. If you have any additional questions, feel free to contact us. I think everyone knows how to contact JCMX or Grandstream. We really believe in these plans, and we really hope that we can help you deploy these solutions to your customers. I'll have the presentation sent out to all the participants of this webinar. Bailey, you wanted to see how it compares against Zoom. We do have a comparison chart with all of the price as well as feature comparison. We can get that out to everyone that was part of this webinar as well. I guess the biggest question that a lot of people ask these days are around the security, and you guys should be relieved to hear that we do not have any of those security issues, because everything is done via WebRTC. All of Zoom's security issues came from their application that is installed locally. Since we do not have a locally installed application, we do not have those inherent security risks. Yeah. And aside from that, we do use a bank-grade encryption on all of our meetings. So if it's good for financial institutions, it should satisfy the most stringent of security policies. Cool. Any closing words, Kenny? I think Kenny is on mute.
All right, thank you very much, Hugh, for the presentation and all the answers for those questions. Bailey seems to be having additional questions, so he wants some sample deployment, how to link multiple rooms together, multiple sites. Do we have any?
Yeah, we could definitely. Yeah, we can definitely get together. I believe I still have Bailey's contact information. We can get together and help you understand all of those types of deployments.
All right, Bailey, we'll try to have another session separately with you, or we do it together as well in the future, in near future. Appreciate your interest and all the questions. So
Yeah,
everyone.
I think sorry. Yeah, just for everyone's knowledge, as I mentioned earlier, we are implementing a new GCS curriculum or Grandstream Academy curriculum to focus on the conferencing solutions. And through the training in that program, we'll cover a lot more of the technical details. But prior to that, we can definitely work with JCMX to schedule more of a technical training type of session where we would go over the technical details on how to do certain things. I think that's something that we can definitely work with and get scheduled out.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, we're going to share the presentation file through JCMax team, and also we're going to put the video, recorded video on YouTube, and all that information will be shared by JCMax team. Appreciate it. So thank you everyone for joining today's webinar. Appreciate your interest and support. So you have a great day today, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, everyone.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Looking forward to hearing from the cabinet about the MCO on Saturday. Fingers crossed, everyone, and stay safe. Have a great day.